You did not even send me airborne anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say. You did not even send me airborne anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say.
Hello, everybody. I am Ted, and you are now listening to another episode of Reading Fanfiction with Ted and Peter.
Hey, everybody.
Peter's here, except this time we're going to have to change the title a little bit, because today with us we have...
Jack. Jack's here.
Yes.
Change that title.
Yes. And also, I mean, you probably also noticed we have a new theme song, or a theme song at all.
That's
the
right.
episode we're adding a theme song, so
It's the new one. Yeah. Am I the first with this new theme?
You know, if you like it,
Absolutely.
give some. You are the first with this new theme. I mean, how could we? This is such a triumphant moment to get Jack on the pod. We gotta put the theme song in.
And I just want to give the info on the song. So it's me covering the chorus of the song Airborne by the band Wussy. So look that song up. But it seems that fate has kind of, aligned the stars for this episode, because not only is it our first episode with our musical intro, but it is, it's not our first musical episode because we did 21 Pilots previously, but it is our first episode featuring a literal musical.
Yeah, it is a musical.
Yeah.
I mean, 21 Pilots, as much as I would love a 21 Pilots musical, I don't think that's going to be in the cards anytime soon. And we're looking at Fiddler today, Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, Jack, why don't
Jack,
you...
do you want to...
Yeah,
Jack,
tell
you
us...
picked this.
Tell us about the process.
Tell us why you picked this one.
Yeah, I wanted to bring... I mean, I saw that, Nico is a brony. Everyone's been bringing on their little local flavor, and I thought that I could spice it up a little. And this is really in honor of the Mayor de Blasio tweet turning Williamsburg into the next Anatevka. And so I thought that I could add my commentary here.
Yeah. So, Jack, I will say,
that.
I was in fact touched by the level of research. Whenever a guest is approached, I say, hey, you can pick fan fiction on whatever topic, or if you just want me to pick one, whatever. And Jack came back after a period of time with not just one, but 4 different Fiddler on the Roof fanfics.
Which might be the only Fiddler on the Roof fanfics that exist. I might have put together the anthology.
I would hope so.
It is the proud and the few, truly.
And they're all proud. We had one on... There was a crossover with NCIS. There was like a murder mystery one. Yeah, that would have been a great one. But this one, Ted, what's this one called?
So, and not only was it 4 different ones, they were all under 1.5K words, which is such a specific request, but, we got to keep these to a certain length. But the one I chose, of a sort of longer, chapter-based one, then there was a romance one, then there was a My Little Pony crossed one, but the one that I picked today, the author will describe it, but it's called A New Home, and it is by Southern Gal 7. Proper nouns, capital.
Oh, no.
So
you can tell it's a school project.
Oh, no.
Southern Gal 7.
Southern Gal 7? This raises the question of, do you think Southern Gal 7 has any Gone with the Wind fanfic? That seems much more up her alley.
It's hard to say. Do you think Southern Gal is Jewish?
Not an ounce of me thinks that Southern Gal is Jewish. I can't believe that woman does not have a horse in this race.
Yeah, but she probably has a horse.
But she does probably have a horse. Yeah.
I said that more as not because,
Yeah.
I don't think that there are any Southern Jews allowed, but rather just kind of to introduce the fact that, this is Fiddler on the Roof is a Jewish narrative. And I think
I happen to be
to
of
be
the
fair-
anyone with land is not Jewish. Anyone without land is Jewish. That's just a very clear division.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Fiddler on the Roof has been so like mainstreamed.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, like it's nominally about Jewish people,
Right.
but like, I mean, I don't know. It's not like I would say like
It's the
so it's
most
based off
mainline.
of a Shalom Aleichem story. It's called, or a book called Tevye and His Daughters,
Oh, the
or
milkman.
Tevye the Dairyman. And that's like a very, very like Jewish to the core narrative,
Right.
and that like it's really a being in the pale and it's about like living during the pogroms and stuff. And Fiddler is to a certain extent that, but it has been, I think, Americanized in a not so Jewish way.
Until, of course,
by the way, me and Jack
the
are
Yiddish
both.
thing.
Let's just caveat.
Yeah, as the first Jew on the pod.
Yes, it is definitely, and Yiddish is. Wait a minute.
All of Ted's friends are Jewish, as is the joke on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it
yeah.
will be a Gentile tongue reading this, which brings me to kind of the next reason I wanted to bring up the Jewishness
The
of this text,
Gentile tongue.
is that there are so I've never seen the play, so I've never heard these names phonetically pronounced, and I'm looking at them, and off the cuff I don't think I will correctly pronounce these.
No.
Though I will give myself some credit. I think maybe I took gender in Judaism. I've seen.
Yes, you saw
Yentl.
what was
And I
yeah
like
Yentl.
Yentl.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we saw Yentl.
If you can take on
I want to get some Yentl fanfic.
yeah Yentl the Yeshiva boy, you can take on Fiddler fanfics.
For sure.
It's like the Hebrew school of Jewish narratives.
So I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that necessarily because I'm like so sure I'll get it right, but just letting the listener know that I'm not stumbling around in the dark. This will be a good.
Well, have you
No
have
average
you heard
Gentile.
Have you heard any of Fiddler on the Roof? You haven't heard any of the songs? You've never heard Tradition?
If it was like played, I'd probably like be like, oh, I heard that somewhere. But
he's like
I really
Tradition. That's like the.
No.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a lot of people's first introduction to and only introduction to Judaism.
Famous, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Or musical theater.
Yes.
Either one.
I guess growing up in Topsom, Maine,
Right.
Fiddler on the Roof was just never put on.
Yeah.
Not a high school musical for you guys.
No, not really. We're big Little Women people.
Oh, yes. There was in my high school's rendition of Fiddler on the Roof. They got so in my graduating class there was one kid that didn't have brown hair and brown eyes, and he got the role. We used to make fun of him because he was, he thought he was a Nazi because he's the only not Jewish person.
Yeah.
And he got the role of Tevye because he applied for it and because they wanted to like spice things up. This kid could not have made a more goyisha Tevye. I mean,
And with that, we are going to read a Southern Gal's fanfic. So the
Southern Gal's take on it. Yeah.
So the description reads,
See it.
"We never know the end of Fiddler on the Roof." I like that it's no, not new. Like we never know.
Which
This is what
I mean,
No.
Fiddler on the Roof is one of those things. It's a
I
story
invite
that doesn't
you
take
to-
place in one. It's a story that doesn't take place in one space and time. Rather,
right.
it's constantly ongoing in various stages.
It
Yeah.
can never be
Yeah.
known.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. There's no end to that story. How could you have an
No.
end to? that.
So
I mean,
that's
I said this
why-
beforehand, but isn't like it ends pretty resolutely. Like they just go to America. That is the ending.
Well, this is what it's like.
So
Some go
don't
to
even-
America,
I-
some go to
So the
they just go
answer-
their own ways.
The next sentence
Yeah.
speaks to this. It says, "This is what the ending would be in my mind of how now it's Tev
Go for no. Keep going. There are two
Tev-
more letters.
and
Tevye.
Tevya.
Oh, sorry.
Tevya. Okay, Tevya and his family go to America for the
Tevye.
first time.
It's like
Tevye.
yeah. It's like a
Tevye.
yeah.
Tevya.
I'm
they
sure they're gonna have a
remember-
great time there.
Just pronounce every word, every letter in the word, and you'll be fine.
Gotcha. Tevya.
Yeah.
And his family go to America for the first time.
Tevye.
How they remember everyone they love. Hope you like it. It's rated Fiction K. It's in English. It's spiritual/family, which I like. It's 2 chapters, 1,000
Oh, that's nice.
and 11 words. It's 2 reviews, 4 favorites.
Yeah.
And it was published June 7th, 2019, but it was updated March 18th of this year. So the
Oh,
second
whoa.
chapter was 2 years
Oh
in the
my
making.
god.
The second.
Holy shit.
No, they're 500 words.
And it's
Well, it's
still
a
under
pre-corona,
1.5K.
post-corona update
Yeah.
America.
Interpretation
of what would have happened to Tevye had they had some kind of horrible respiratory illness, which they probably went through.
I'm excited for the second chapter.
What happens
Yeah.
there?
Okay.
I'm already excited. Already looking forward to the second chapter.
There is now. I will note. Can I read the note, the author's note of the second chapter before
Oh.
we even get there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So there's an author's note attached to it and says, "Okay, comma space apostrophe s. Been a while. I am so sorry. Hope you enjoy. God bless. Southern Gal 7. Winky face."
I'm so sorry. It's
And then immediately
God
misspells the
bless.
name of the main woman in the story of Tevye's wife.
which is, so the second chapter,
Hated today.
Southern Gal calls her Goldie,
Okay, never mind.
but first chapter it's Golde.
Golda, yeah.
Golde. So this chapter is called Golde's POV. But the next chapter is called Goldie.
That's the name of the chapter. That sounds like a porn
Yeah.
video. Golden's POV.
That sounds like a sheet porn video, like a
Yeah. Like,
one that goes through, yeah. POV, but it's just a moving bed sheet above you.
So here we go. The Lord has blessed us, my children. Tevye smiled at my daughters and looked up at me. Okay, here we are, staring at a new country, America. I was scared, frankly. Who would be? I guess her.
Who would be?
Yeah, frankly.
Who would be scared of America?
Those
That's
idiots.
That's a big mess up, I have to say. Right. We were now strangers heading toward a new land. Our ancestors did the same thing in Egypt. Thank you. God was leading them, and now he was doing the same with us. This is awesome.
God.
Oh, here we go. Another new name. Mama, is this the place? This Bielke.
Oh.
Or
Yeah, Bielka.
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 Bielke.
Yeah,
Okay,
close enough.
Bielka.
Bielka.
Mama, is this the place? And I'm imagining this must be the place playing right now. Bielka.
Yeah, that's
Bielka
that's what they
called. I sighed and took a deep breath.
yeah, want you to. Yeah.
Yes,
That's actually
Lord.
from Fiddler on the Roof. That song is.
This is David Burns first. I do want to say, like, yeah, keep going.
Joseph Stein,
Yeah.
David Byrne production.
Yes, little one, this is our new home. The Lord will provide. That he will, Tevye replied. He looked at me. His face was filled with sorrow, yet wonder.
And you gotta like imagine what they're looking at here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not like green pastures. It's like
No.
smog and a
Yeah.
like a smut
It's like
covered
literally
Statue of
Ellis
Liberty.
Island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just huddled masses.
I mean, what time period is this? So,
It's like early 1900s.
Yeah, post
I think
1900,
the-
pre 1930.
I think the play takes place in 1905. I don't know why I said that, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it's Tsarist
Right,
Russia. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the shtetl has just been eliminated. It's a very sad moment in Jewish history. Driven off their land once again.
Anyway,
it's
Ted, kick it off.
Yeah, so Southern Gal 7 takes us further. I mean, we are going somewhere that is completely new to Anatevka.
Yeah.
Our family was recently broken into.
Anatevka.
Tevye was heartbroken when our third oldest, Chava, and our second
Chava.
Oh yeah, like Chava, and our second oldest just
Chava.
moved into Siberia with her husband.
Chava.
I felt the same way. I was nervous going into a new land, but I knew he would provide. He did before, and he will do it again.
Golda's husband or the Lord?
Well, the he is capitalized every time. So
Okay, but
be the Lord.
yes, yeah.
Elohim.
Or maybe she's.
Because it's not like a dairyman just wanders to a new world, and it's like, well, thank God this guy's got a route.
Yeah, I mean that's like honestly, this is a really weird moment in the they would not have been happy. I mean, they would have been heartbroken. Like they wouldn't be excited to America. The hell?
I'm sure someone will need a dairy.
Southern Gal needs to do some research.
We'll talk to Southern.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, no, that's the text.
I'll
Tevye
go into your
says,
DMs.
I'm sure someone will need a dairy.
He says that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
I missed that. My bad.
Tevye nodded as he hugged me. I knew that I was scared as him, or even more afraid and worried. The people who hire you, ... I chuckled softly. Oh, the poor people who hire you, I chuckled softly. Gotcha. Tevye was more of a self-made businessman. He would make himself boss before he would be someone's employee.
What?
Holde, he replied with
They're dirt poor. I don't think anyone's got like
concept of what a boss was
or self-made business. I don't think. Yeah. They also would have been horribly repelled by bosses.
Yeah. The best example of a businessman is the butcher. Like their butcher was the most like
he was the
prosperous
wealthiest
in
person,
their
yeah.
town.
I thought you loved
Sorry,
me.
Ted.
Now this is 6 dots.
I thought you loved me.
I thought you loved me. 6 dots. I asked you that one day. Well, do you or do you not? Tevye.
Oh, that's a reference to a song in the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I said, I suppose I do. I joked back. Mama?
Thinking back to the song.
I turned my head. One of my little ones, Sprints, pointed at this tall statue. It was green and quite large. The statue held a large torch and a book. Wow. Motel. No. Model.
Yeah, model.
Moitel.
Moi-
Model. Yeah, model. That's
Model.
it. You got it. Model.
My son
No, it's Moitel.
exclaimed. Moitel.
This one really is spelled motel, though.
Yeah, no,
As soon as
no-
I said it, I knew.
Motel.
And then it's Seattle?
Seattle.
Zeidel.
Oh,
Zeidel.
Zeidel? Oh, yeah.
Zeidel and our
you're
grandson
right, you're totally
came
right.
along
Yes,
with
Jackson,
us
Zeidel.
on our journey
That was a
away
tough one,
from
though.
Anatevka.
Mhm.
What is it, Papa? Seidel asked. I don't know. It may be a sign. Perhaps the Lord put it here for people to see, to show them that there is a country. Oh, no, the French put it there. Open.
Yeah. Also, these are people who have come to America without knowing where they were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To show them that there is a country open to those who need a place to call home when the place they used to call home is not theirs anymore. The Lord is going to protect us. ... All of us.
This is literally propaganda.
I whispered as
This
I
is
hugged
crazy.
my 2 youngest daughters. God has
2018 was a very hopeful time.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
God
maybe
has-
it gets really dark in the
Oh yeah. That's why it took 2 years.
Yeah.
And post-COVID, yeah. God has... Wait, so is it Hoidel? because it was
Hodel.
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 2.
Yeah, Hodel. It's Hodor.
Hodel. Biel. I want to say Baikel, but I know it's not. But what is it?
Bielka.
Bielka.
Vital? Yeah.
Bielka. Signed. I looked at Tevye. Tevye softly smiled. Yes, he has Hodel, my little Bielka. Tevye, sorry, my tone might be a little stiff in some of these passages.
So Hodel is for your sake. Hodel and Chava are the 2 other daughters. There are 3. Tevye has 3 daughters.
Got you. Chava too, Mama. Sprints whispered in my ear. I looked at my daughter. Tears started to brim in my eyes. Sprints. The Lord has everyone in their hands. He has Chava wherever she is. I know he has our Havilah in his hand. I whispered back in her ear. I sighed as I looked my family, it reads. Yes, God would have all of us, even those who are now across the world from us. This would be a
Can we take a second?
Wait, this is the end of it.
Sorry.
This would be a new home,
Yeah.
but for our family would still be in my heart, and I knew we were in God's. End of chapter 1.
So what has happened so far? They're just still on the boat?
Yeah.
They just looked
Okay.
at the
They just
And
looked
so
at
between this point and the next point, 2 years pass in the author's world, and no time passes for Golda Chava or Golda Tevye and Sprinza and Bielka. Which I don't know Peter, do you remember more than just the 3 daughters in the original? I don't know the original story all too well.
Yeah.
They do just have a bunch of little kids running around.
Yeah. He has 5 dogs. And that's the end of the play. And pretty much, I don't think anyone thought we needed to know what happened.
Well, what you need.
Well, I mean, what happened is they wrote the play and then went into the show business and became producers.
Well, well, what this author is arguing is that after that, what happens is that America loves them. And we'll do right.
America can't get enough.
Unconditionally.
Of these Fleabag immigrants.
More and more. Like they lived like in squalor. Like it was a horrible life, and they were always in fear of being murdered by the government.
Well, not in chapter 1 of this fanfic.
Well, no, because they came to God's land.
They came to God's anointed land, America.
Why ask for Israel when you can just have America?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I've been saying.
I've been saying this for years. Why ask for Israel when you could have Williamsburg? It's a very contemporary problem in the Jewish community right now. So chapter 2, as you were.
Chapter 2, and we are back to the author's note. Okay, space apostrophe S. Been a while, ... I am so sorry. I hope you enjoy, ! God bless. Southern Gal 7, winky face. Goldie's POV.
Southern Belle 7, like, over the past 2 years has converted to Judaism. And, like, it's like a full member of, like, a Hasidic community.
She had to become Chava before she could write Chava's story or Golda's story.
Southern Gal 7 actually wrote Unorthodox, it turns out.
Yeah.
That's what she was doing, and then she was like, now I finally have time to return back to my fanfic.
Finally.
Yeah.
I've had so much.
To my 4 fans. Yeah.
So chapter 1 was called A New Home. Chapter 2 is called A New Job.
Oh, nice. Some upward
no more milkman, yeah. I looked at
going back to the occupation-based citizenship that we have here.
Yeah. Of course, of course.
I looked at Tevye as I sat on our new bed in our new house. Oh, nice. Okay.
They afforded both.
Damn, damn, we're already on. They've even gone past the tenement stage. They are just
Yeah. How
in a house,
homeowners.
huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wondered about this new land. We were out of New York and now in a new state and city. After a few months, we finally got a house of our own. A small apartment,
Wow.
but a house nonetheless.
From literally nothing to a house
American
in a few
dream.
months.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. Wow.
I bet they worked hard though, Peter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They must have worked very hard. I'm sorry.
We all packed like sardines in
I'm
a
sorry.
can
I'm so
or
stupid.
potatoes in a stew. We were blessed though. Who could complain? We were safe now from a man who wanted our religion to end.
Who is the man in this is my question. Anyway.
Was
Is
it
that the czar? Is
I-
I'm.
does
Was
the
this
author,
whatever?
I mean, it's not.
wait. Does the author think perhaps that Fiddler on the Roof took place during World War II?
There's a good chance.
Maybe. No, I think she's referring to the czar. Like
Okay.
there's like sometimes there are brief references, I believe, in Fiddler on the Roof to like the Russian czar and the pogrom. But honestly, it could be that, Ted. You
Either way.
pretty small part. And like they don't leave because they're being persecuted. They leave because they just don't have anything. They like don't have like a life.
Yeah, they burned everything to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I prayed every day that another man who wanted our kind stopped would be stopped again. Things were different in America. So not only did she, so she's praying for like
Yeah.
God to. So not as long as she's praying like for something not to happen, she's also praying for that. She's like, well, it will happen. So just when it does happen, make it stop after it starts.
We actually have a whole holiday devoted to that exact sentence,
Yeah.
Ted.
Oh no! Which one?
Which one? Purim is
Yeah, poor.
the idea that every generation someone rises up to kill all of them.
Oh,
Just got to stay on your toes.
I'd never heard.
But I don't think Southern Gal 7 knows that, I'll be honest. I don't think she doesn't seem like a Purim celebrator. Can you imagine Southern Gal 7 with the lulav and the Urtrog? That's Purim, right? Or is that
No,
is
that's
Sukkot?
something else.
Never
Yeah.
mind. I think that's Sukkot. Yeah.
Nah, who
I take
cares?
it back. Okay, hit it, Ted. They're all the same. Okay. All those dumb
Golda.
spring holidays.
Golda, you thinking again? My wife, the thinker, Tevye tease. Now I assume that's a song.
You know you're not allowed to do that.
I mean,
Stop that.
that's a. I don't think that is a song, but also that's a stupid thing to say, regardless.
It's not a song.
It's a song.
It's just being misogynistic.
All right, so I'm reading Golda, you thinking again? My
Tevye
wife,
gets
the
me tooed
thinker.
in this.
Tevye
He's gonna get
tease.
me tooed
I shook my head. Sorry, I was thinking about the children. Okay, well that's.
from being a milkman. Yeah, that's
Tevye
totally fine.
sat on the bed beside me and held my hand. It will be okay, my wife. My wife. I will get a job. Maybe I should
My
get a
wife.
job. Sewing and such.
He doesn't even have a
Tevye.
job, and they have.
They have a house, and they moved from New York. They managed to get tickets for their 4 family members.
I'm imagining them in Scarsdale right now. Like, they're like they're in
In a
the
nice tutor.
suburbs. Yeah, exactly.
They gave me this JD when I came off the boat.
Maybe I should get a job sewing and such, Tevye. Outside. Golda, it would be good, Tevye. Tevye nodded. We will pray. And then there's like a line break.
So let's talk about this first part.
Yeah, okay.
The line that sticks out to me is maybe I should get a job sewing and such. Tevye, Golda, Golda, you've been here for months. Sewing and such. People don't need that. People don't do that.
Sewing. Maybe I should get a job. I don't know.
But that's the crazy thing. She's also only been there for months. Like they've only been there for like a couple, like not that long.
Long enough.
Yeah, sorry. I guess you're right. Long enough to know.
They know the beat. You got to work if you want to make your way in this new country.
Tevye soon waltzed into the door one
You
day.
have to afford your house.
Can you guys hear this bee?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
it's
Okay.
charming. Are you worried about it?
No, I'm not. It's a bumblebee. Well, I'm worried for its well-being, if anything.
Well, just keep us updated on it as we go.
That's nice. It's kind of
Yeah, it's a dumb thing.
That
it's
I
just
smiled
bumbling
with a
around.
chuckle.
The little bumblebee.
That crazy man that I married. Did you get a job, Papa? Oh, this is the one I always forget. Bielka?
Bielka, yeah. It's close enough.
Bielka chimed. Yes, I did. Haha. Tevye laughed as he picked up Bielka. I
Haha!
shook my head. Golda, I'm a worker at a store, Abrams's. It's a grocery store, and I checked the store. Kosher food. God is good. Tevye waltzed over to give me a hug. God is good. I smiled at my
There were
husband.
no kosher grocery stores in 1906.
Especially not in New York. Not in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't know where they are.
In
but
anywhere that's not New York.
yeah.
He gave me a hug. I was so thankful to God for bringing us a job. Yes.
Thank you, God.
Tevye,
Really, they should be thanking whoever the president was at that point.
For bringing us a job.
So then it switches to
who was
Tevye's
it? I guess it
POV.
was Teddy. I think it was Teddy
Oh, nice.
Rose.
I continued my job.
Wait, whose POV is it? Tevye, you said?
Tevye's, yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Okay,
interesting.
sorry. Okay.
No, it's okay. I continued my job at Abrams's. Mr. Abram was a very good man.
Wait a second.
So is
No,
Abram
it
or
goes back to
Abrams?
Abrams. That's just a typo.
Oh, okay. Mr. Abram was a very good man. He had been in the country for 4 years and had helped me with my not well English. All right. My wife would come into the shop sometimes and talk to me. The other shoppers would talk about us not speaking English. We only spoke so much English or little coming from Antevka. Some shoppers would speak Russian or Yiddish that I could speak with ease and help the shoppers.
Does Southern Gal 7
Yeah,
not
it's
speak English?
Yeah, this is a pretty poor.
Well, this is written from the point of view of an immigrant, Peter.
That's
But-
even worse. That she's using like broken English.
But it seems to the type of broken English this is seems too
Yeah,
subtle for what Southern.
Yeah.
Sorry, Southern Girl 7, but I don't think if English was their first language that they would be able to, fake that. Doesn't seem from their skill set. Anyway, one day a shopper
agree.
complained to Mr. Abrams. Mr. Abrams, shouldn't your worker have a non-speaking job? The shopper asked. What should I do? Should I take out his tongue? Mr. Abrams chuckled. I'm just saying he's speaking in wherever he's from, the shopper said. We all start somewhere. I overheard the conversation as I stocked shelves. I could not understand every well, but so maybe it is Southern Gal trying. I could not understand every well, but I got the idea.
But that's just like
Yeah, it's.
But that mistake is she just forgot a word. She forgot the word. I couldn't understand every word well.
Or
right? That's what.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't
Oh.
seem like a mistake that like a
what I interpreted
immigrant
was
make.
what I thought was it was supposed to be a missaying of very. That he's supposed to be saying I could not understand very well, but I got the idea. But
It
That
could be
also-
both. It could be either of that. Well, because
Could-
every is so
yeah.
close to very.
yeah,
Like it could
and
be.
I was like,
but
that's actually
but
pretty clever. If they were
neither of
trying
those
to-
things.
But
But it's not though, because he's supposed to be speaking it. Those two words don't sound the same. They just look the same on the page.
I don't know, man. I could see that
Okay.
being a phonetic.
And every one of their names ends in a vowel. Why not make some words start with a vowel?
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Abrams explained later in Yiddish. Some people just don't understand how he came out from Antevka. It was going to take a while to get up to speed with English. The end. And then there's
Oh
an
my
author's
god.
note at the bottom. It says, "Hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. Next chapter will be ... let's say ... interesting for Tevye and his family, smiley face. God bless."
The Great Depression is the only thing that comes after this.
God
For
bless.
this,
I love that
for
part.
this grocery store clerk.
So, as said earlier, this fic has 2 reviews.
Yeah.
Both of them are on chapter 1, and again, these usernames continue to be priceless, but you can't beat the second comment, the most recent one, February 10th, 2019, was from Theater Maniac, which of course, Theater Maniac would leave a comment on a Fiddler on the Roof fanfic. You
Yeah,
just
of
can't
course.
write that. So they said, "I love this." To me, every story leaves on a cliffhanger, and this pretty much closed the Fiddler one. What's better is I'm actually in a production of this play, and I think you captured their personalities perfectly. Awesome job. P.S. I'm playing Bielka, and I like how she is mentioned more than twice in this.
This is insane. That is that can't be a real person. That has to be like a robot or something. Like I don't understand. How
To
could anyone
propagate
like
theater
that? It's
discussion.
insane. Was that after or before the new chapter?
So that was
That's
chapter
before.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
So
I
this
actually
ended
like
off.
chapter 2 even more.
Yeah, I think so. Well, because you get new job, new home. This chapter had ended off like this would be a new home, but for our family would still be in my heart. Wait, what? Okay, well, this would be a new home, but our family would still be in my heart, and I knew we were in God's. And that's not, I don't know, that's still kind of a cliffhanger, no matter where you leave this story.
Yeah.
It's very much a cliffhanger.
What if
Well, that's
chapter...
what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like that. Sorry, Ted. What's up?
Well, I was just going to say what chapter 3 is called A New Hope. You know, may the fourth
Yeah,
be with
it's
all of
fast
you.
forward.
Sorry, Revenge of the Fifth. May the Revenge of the Fifth be
Star
with all
Wars
you
has just
fucking
come out.
nerds. Fuck Star Wars. If
Fuck
anyone
Star
gets
Wars.
this far in it. So there's a second
Yeah,
comment
I don't know. Yeah.
on October 1st, 2018, by Cloud of Feathers. Sorry, or it could be Cloud Off Feathers. I kind of like that name.
Cloud off others.
So they start, "Eek, please continue this. You have no idea how excited I was to see some Fiddler on the Roof fanfiction that wasn't really old and probably going to be forever unfinished. Your writing is amazing." So it's wrong, your writing is amazing, and I think I might have slightly died of happiness when I saw how great your grammar was. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
means-
well, I mean, the bar is low to be.
Pause.
Is that just like
I guess
is that just like a roast?
I don't know.
Are they being really sarcastic?
They're either making fun of her. It's either making fun of her or it's like Southern Gal 7's other account.
It is written by someone who's clearly proud of the
fanfiction
grammar
about
that they used. It's a lot of positives. True. It's a lot of like mixing the end of sentences with with quotation marks. I could see Southern Gal 7 writing that comment. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
about herself.
I would like to see the next. I mean, I'm definitely interested for the next chapter.
You're gonna have to
well, she said it was gonna get ... interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a while to wait.
I too am pretty excited. Yeah, I mean, if the last chapter is any indication, it's gonna be another 2 years before
for
we
this
get
thing
to
to get
see
to
the thrilling conclusion.
1,500 words, and we'll still be able to read it. It'll still be still enough.
Woo! I mean, we're gonna have to revisit it.
Yeah. when this
I'll come
podcast
back
is
to it
still
again
going
for
for
this.
two.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too much. It's such a weird thing to do fan fiction about. I feel like.
I think that's why I
I
brought
I
this
feel like
in,
it's such a
was no one looks
yeah.
at this and says, I wonder how I can make this, or like, no one dreams of Tevye. You know, no one thinks of how would he interact in this situation. Tevye is a character of a time and a place.
Yeah, but I mean,
and he's like, and it's like he's supposed to be like allegorical too. You know, it's supposed to be like about. He's supposed to be the every Jew. You know, like he's supposed to be.
he's like Link.
He's
you know,
just
kind
a
of
milkman
run-of-the-mill.
trying to marry off
Yeah,
his
he's like Link.
daughters, and in comes this big
Exactly.
bad star.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
part of why I really appreciate you bringing this fan fiction, Jack, is I'm looking to really show the viewers, to really expand their minds as to what fan fiction can be made out of.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that in a kind of like how like crazy can it be, but more just thinking, you know, on a formal level, as in like what a fan fiction can be, where it can go. And I think, yeah, Fiddler on the Roof is one where it's like you're like, why did someone make that? Like, it's so strange, but then you look it up, and because it's a story, people want to keep making it. They want to keep living it.
Yeah.
So,
But it's a story of, I mean, it's the story of Anatevka. It's the story of every town that has had to be, you know, abandoned for persecution or whatever. And to take that and to say, let's make it into a proud immigrant story. Let's give them a living wage. Like,
it is interesting.
I don't know. I feel like this is how any immigrant would react
Very
to
weird.
getting, you know, enough money to feed their family for the first time.
Do you think I should send
it's
this
quite
to
odd.
Cynthia Baker?
Professor Cynthia Baker.
Professor Cynthia Baker, apologies. Who
I think
for the
Cynthia
listener
Baker would
listening.
want
No,
none
I
of
don't
it.
think so.
I think Cynthia Baker would take
Yeah.
a long eye roll at a
don't
gold
even-
place in this story.
I don't think
Oh,
she
yeah.
would know what was like. She just wouldn't understand what was happening. She'd be
I
like,
think
"Why
she
are these? This isn't what happens in Fiddler on the Roof."
I think she would love it if like there were like we were there to like talk to her about it. But I think if I just emailed it to her,
That's like, I don't even know what I say about this. Like, it's like
it's
honestly
funny.
pretty uninteresting. I
Yeah,
mean,
don't
it
know,
is
it's
funny
just
for
a
I
sure.
don't
take
know.
on what an immigrant would do.
Yeah.
But
You're right.
but it's such a soft. Is it really a take on anything? Like it's obviously like you know, very boilerplate, like American Dream, like
Yeah. And it's not even really the American dream, because it's like that. There is a story there, you know, of
yeah.
Jews moving to America, and it's not that one. Like that's not that never happened. Like what happened in that story never happened to a single person who moved to America.
Yeah, finding you know, a nice man who will translate for you and let you work at the kosher store. You know, it's,
Yeah. In your house. That's not in New York.
Yeah.
It's very, very like. I mean, it's like verging on propaganda. If like
packed
anyone
like
had-
sardines. I don't think that's kosher.
It's like
Yeah.
it's almost so naive. One of you said
Yeah.
at the top, they said school project to like
Yeah.
right, like that honestly I thought about that stayed in my mind as I read this, because it definitely has that air
Yeah.
of just like early US history, like and America
Mhm.
took, where I wonder if it's like
We took in everyone. Yeah.
it seems
The
so
melting
soft.
pot. Yeah.
I'm inclined to chalk up to naivete than
Yeah.
like
Me too. Oh yeah. No. I mean, it was definitely.
Well,
I
I
don't mean
guess-
she's like brainwashing people.
right. That's whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I highly recommend the listeners to write a critical essay and send it to.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to be had here in terms of
There
the interplay between, you know, the story of, because we're talking about this is like the first image that a lot of people have of like the immigrant story. and like Jewish people, and so to see how that plays out with like a typical American youth, assuming of course that Southern gal is American and
Yeah, it could be like
South
the-
American. Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be very interesting. I mean, no matter where it is, it's interesting. Anyway, I think we're at that time. I think the fic
Yeah.
speaks for itself. Jack, thank you so much.
yeah, of course.
Thank you so much, Jack.
I'll be back when episode 3 or
Yeah.
chapter 3 comes out.
Chapter,
I would
yeah.
call it so: a new home, a new job, a new wife.
Okay, Peter, what do you think
Tevye.
chapter 3 is going to be called?
If he gets too big for his britches.
Yeah, Tevye gets a get.
What'd you say, Ted?
Peter, what's your prediction for third chapter title?
Okay, so it's a new home, new job. I'm gonna say new life. I think they're gonna encounter Hinduism
Ooh,
as a
okay. I want to just before we end this
reincarnation
one,
as a
I've
theology.
got to bring up this person's bio
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
we
okay.
found
usually
a
do
lot
that.
of things. This is written to the glory of God,
Oh my
as are
god.
all of her stories. I love to write and read as well. I love Sweet Tea, loves all caps. I mostly important.
Yeah.
I am a Christian, and all things I write will go to the glory of God. Well, God kicks him out of Anatevka.
Wow.
Okay,
Additionally,
so the last chapter's got to be that they convert to Christianity, right? I mean,
yeah, because
Mm.
it does
That's the
end on
biggest
2
thing.
Bible quotes. Is her bio there?
Oh jeez. Wait, Old Testament or New Testament?
Philistines and Hebrews.
Oh, okay. Oh, so okay, both new. That sucks. Yeah, okay, so based on that, I think in the third chapter they're gonna convert to Christianity
Yeah.
and become like
Yeah. Well, if there's
New
any
God.
hint out west, become like Okies or something.
Um,
Yeah, new
if-
God. Yeah, yeah, new
New
home,
God.
new job, new God. Exactly.
yeah, this
Very-
the only other story this person has written, Southern Gal 7, is called A New Beginning. And so this story, or
I'm
this-
sensing a trend here.
yeah. What? New God, new beginning.
Yeah. As always, I'll link to the fic below. People
Yeah.
can explore. I'll throw up some screenshots. But yeah, we've only just begun.
Yes.
Rock on,
I completely
everybody.
agree.
Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thanks you, Jack. Bye.
Thank you, guys.